Ball Show. It is episode 4.
Woo!
We are in person. Shout out to NBA, 2K, Nasaga as well for making this possible, and you guys for being so accommodating with everything that I'm going through. I really appreciate it. Yes. You guys don't know, but they had to do like COVID tests, temperature checks, all of these things to make sure that I don't get sick. So shout out to the team.
Yes.
Hands in.
Okay.
Yes.
More than ball.
More than ball. Love that. So this episode, we definitely have to talk about Mamba Mentality. We have to talk about the fallout with Rudy Gobert because that has been madness. And there's loads of things that you should expect in terms of the NBA main topic and also us chatting about some of the things going on in WNBA. We've been seeing the draft. Hopefully you guys have listened to that episode when we talked about that. And we can talk about whether or not we were right as well, because we had an idea of the draft numbers. We're also going to be doing a little bit about culture, but we'll wait for you guys to see that because we know you're very interested. But let's do intros. I'm Ola.
Hey, it's Shequila.
Hey, it's Paige.
Hey, it's Sevian.
Hey, it's Aiman.
Yes, and we're more than ball.
We are.
So the main thing that I want to talk about is the madness that we've been seeing this week with Rudy Gobert. But I think we should probably kick off with the idea that it is actually 10 years today, Kobe tore his Achilles and then pulled up to the free throw line and sunk both shots. R.I.P. Kobe, shout out to him, legend in the game. But I guess my question to ballers, so Aiman, not you for now, unless you have a story.
Give us any
if you know something,
Yeah.
you want to hear it. What's your highlight performance reel that everyone remembers you for? The thing that you did that everyone was like, right, nah, this person is a player in the game. Can't forget them. It's probably hard to talk about yourself. But
Yeah.
I can talk about Shaq.
Can you?
You know what? I actually can. Because when I was a freshman, I was watching one of your games.
Oh, famous.
And you were going off. You were making every single bucket.
Oh,
I can't remember what game, but it was like, okay, I was telling all my teammates, I was like, I know her. No, but you had a really, really good game. And then I think Ole Miss tweeted you after saying, like, I think it was your senior year. And they were saying, like, if you continue playing like this, like, it'll be a good season for Ole Miss.
Oh, I thank you, Paige. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at that. Do you remember one for yourself?
I would say like playing for Haringey Angels growing up, just like having friends that, you know, I'm still friends with now. Just winning cup finals and National League, so many titles year after year. But getting the MVP, I would say. My first MVP, I think, was when I was in year 9. So yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Never forget that. So, how about you?
For me, there was a moment, I remember kind of a moment for me personally when someone was really getting on my nerves on the court. And full court pressure kept like gripsing at my belly. I'm like, no, you're gripsing my belly, you're gripsing my jersey. I don't really like what it is. So it's kind of like, okay, you are going to learn today.
How many points?
It was just she had to sit down.
Okay.
She had to sit down, so it was just a quick move, and she took a seat.
Took a seat.
So yeah, I do like those kind of little moments, and then with my teammates and stuff like that. But that was a highlight moment for me.
Yeah, and for everybody that don't know, Sevian has handles.
Yes.
Handles. I'm a professional basketball player, and I still don't have any handles like Sevian. Never will.
Okay, you blushing. No, we love to see it. I think mine was like, I'll go for the one in uni, and it was like a varsity game, so everyone knows how. I'll explain just in case. But varsity is basically when you're going against the other uni in your area, so it's like the rival uni, and it's usually a whole day of sports. So it would be maybe footballs in the morning, hockey, and depending how diverse your uni is, lacrosse. Don't know who played that, but like literally, and Quidditch. Oh my gosh, our uni used to do the Harry Potter game. Yeah, and there'll be, you know what they used to do? There used to be someone that would wear gold and run around the uni campus.
As a snitch.
As a snitch, yeah. That was their job, run around the campus in gold. Anyway.
I should have went to your university, I would have had a blast.
Yeah. So we had basketball, and basketball was always the main event at our uni. And varsity is fierce. So basically, people are watching the scores the whole way through the day. And we were level, and it was up to our game. So everyone was in the court, all of the doors were open, and it was just absolutely rammed and chaotic. Staffs are the better team. They're usually the better team. So it was really like a lot of pressure. And it was probably my best game of the season. Like it was something crazy, like 22 points and so on. And it was, I genuinely 100% believe it was just having that many people supporting. Because it just changes your mentality. Like it makes you have to play harder. You're playing for more. And like you actually can't hear each other. So you really have to trust each other. So yeah, that's probably mine.
I want to say like my junior year in America, in the SEC, we were playing Mississippi State, and I think that game, I really came out my shell. So everyone's like, you got to go up against Tia McCowan. And I was like, okay. I felt like then it's only me who could believe I could go up against Tia McCowan. And then when the game actually happened, we had a little tussle in the game also. And I actually held her to like, she had no points, no rebounds on me. So it was like, everyone was like, okay.
6'7", by the way.
Okay.
6'7". You didn't mention that.
Oh yeah, sorry, she's
Nice.
a
6'7".
lady. She's a
nice.
Yeah.
Tall, strong.
Wow.
6'7" lady, and she's an amazing
No
player.
rebounds.
Yeah,
Now come through.
Yeah, she didn't out rebound me, and for me, it was like seeing how my teammates like trusted me in that situation, like going forward. They're like, okay, like we don't need to worry about Paige. Paige has got it. Do you know what I mean? So that was a nice moment for me.
Yeah, and I think like that's it, because I guess similar to like I guess just even the game that we've been talking about in terms of the March Madness and the final, like it is really those moments in which your team can see you're having the game of your life, and they start feeding it to you, they start trusting you in ways that they haven't before, and like not necessarily trusting you in ways that they haven't before, but actually you can feel the energy, and then it just helps in terms of those games as well. Like I can imagine your teammates were sitting there watching this girl doing that, and they were like, oh no, we need to get her the ball so she can take a seat. Do you know what I mean? Teamwork is everything. It's absolutely everything.
That energy.
On that topic of teamwork, Rudy Gobert. Punching up teammates.
Yeah, it's punching up Kyle Anderson, which was quite crazy considering like how much Wolves traded for him, like how many first round picks, and in like a moment like that, punching your own teammate, it just shows. And then he was like suspended the next game, which was their first playing game against Lakers, and it just shows that Wolves really lost that trade because that was their big player that they just missed out on in such a big game.
I also want to add Rudy Gobert and his decision making. This is a pivotal game for the Wolves, and his decision making, like recently, didn't he even start the whole COVID situation?
Let's not forget.
He touched up everything. But no, his decision making has been poor, and for them to go down that route now with him, literally with the team dynamics, and it's been atrocious.
Yeah, the pressure.
Yeah, it was like a really
It
was like a really like bad day for Wolves that day because Jaden McDaniels also punched a concrete wall, and that is their second best defender. So they
It's
lost
okay. He don't
both
need his
their
hands for
defenders.
defense.
Yeah.
That's what we get told.
And their next game was Lakers, so they missed out on both of their best defenders in the I mean, Lakers struggled on a depleted Wolves team.
We were just warming up. You know, sometimes you sink to the level of your opponents.
Yeah.
But you rose up.
See, I'm gonna say the basketball part in me is like I kind of feel for Rudy because I'm like, you know, you're still a human at the end of the day. Like things. Okay, the way he reacted wasn't probably right. Well, wasn't right at all. But you know, there was probably a reason why he did what he did. Not saying that it was okay.
Has there been a comment? Have we seen comments yet?
Well, it was basically Kyle Anderson kept calling him a bitch throughout the whole game, and it's his own teammate. Yeah, and then Rudy Gobert was like, "I'm not having it anymore," and like just punched him. But I don't think it was a punch. It was more like a push.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Like I'm older than you.
Respect
Respect.
But the decision to do that
Yeah.
with all the cameras
During
there
the game.
On the timeout.
in a pivotal moment where you know there's no option but for you to be suspended. Your team, if it was behind closed doors at this time, potentially, you know, something could have been, let's go to the next game.
Yeah.
But now you've given them no choice. They
Yeah.
have to like have action. And now the teammates are just like, okay, the dynamics are just messed up now.
Yeah, because I guess like it is hard though. Like I agree to some extent that like as in if that was me and someone had been doing that all game, like I don't really know, like because then I guess it's a difference when you're doing it as your job. Fair enough, you enjoy it, so you do have to professionalize in that situation. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to take that like consistently throughout the game because essentially now we're judging Rudy Gobert based on his actions and what that has caused the team. But equally, by him being called a bitch the whole way through the game, what did that cause the team? Like the team dynamics we just talked about. What did that cause the team the whole way through the game?
I feel like you have to know your teammates. Some teammates, like, it can fuel them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what? Me? Who are you talking to? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not the one.
Like,
20 points. Bang.
this is it. So it's like some people, it can fuel them. Him, it's like, nah, who you talking to? Like, do you know what I mean? Like we're not playing basketball no more. So it's like, it's understanding the balance and who, like, it's really hard because we're now in a situation where everyone is vocal, everyone wants to say something, everyone like shows their emotions. So it's like you have to be quite careful and understand your teammates before you do anything going forward. Because if you try and say something how you would like to be spoken to, it's not the same for that person. So that's where like we have to be more understanding and more inclusive. So it's a bit of both. Was it the right decision? No, not at all. But like Ashak said,
I think that's what
we're
comes
human.
with good leadership, though, because a good leader would know, I can talk to you like this, I can't talk to you like this. You're going to react like this, you're not going to react like this. This is going to fuel you, this is going to demotivate you. So a good leader will know, okay, which buttons to push, how to navigate it, and someone's a little bit, you know.
But the crazy thing was like last year, like beginning of the season when Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole.
Oh yeah.
Rudy Gobert tweeted saying it was something like along the lines of like insecurity.
Oh yeah,
you know that
fuels the
insecurity.
game.
Yeah. And then now he's gone and punched his teammate in one of the biggest games. Like the Draymond Green situation happened behind closed doors, and it was just leaked to the press. Whereas he did it in like the big game of their season. Like you play all season, and then you're going to do that in the last game. It's like,
and then you got the tweet back.
and then you got the tweet back.
Mate, that level of petty, sometimes it's very entertaining.
I was entertained.
I was very entertained.
MD is very petty.
To get a grip.
What's the deepest thing you guys have ever done on court? Like, what's the moment that you regret? Maybe not
Paige
even
has
regret.
a story.
Actually, you might not even regret it, but what's the thing that you've done on court that was like,
I want to hear everyone else's.
All right, I think we should save that till last.
I can go.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so Met game, London Met game, and we all know what these refs be like. Shout out to London Met League. But it was a Met game. I can't remember what game it was, but it was a very important game. And it was just one of those games when it felt like the refs weren't really letting you play. And we're making all of the worst calls they could ever make. So now we're in a situation where I've been telling this ref, it was a ref that I'm actually really close with. So it was like, you can talk to the refs. That's one thing I like about Met League. If you know them and you respect them, and they know that you respect them, you can talk to them. And I've been telling this guy that he needs to watch this girl's 3 seconds, and he hadn't been watching it. And I got so annoyed that at some point I basically just stopped playing defense, and I was just standing there shouting, 1, 2, 3. I got to 6, and this guy hadn't called 3 seconds, and obviously they scored, and it was like a very important, like, I shouldn't have let that happen, and I was so vindicated in that I did that. Can you imagine? I got to 6, and my whole team were like, but you actually let her score, as in that is the most important thing at this point in time, like not proving the rest wrong. I felt so bad. Like, luckily we didn't lose that game, but I got subbed, and I was like, I deserve to be subbed. Like, I definitely deserve to be subbed.
Are you counting like Giannis on the FIFA?
Sorry,
Like,
2. Like, I literally was just standing there. Fury was going through me. It was bad. It was a bad look.
I get that though, because we were like, she's sitting in the lane.
Do you know what I mean?
Especially in practice with no refs. That's us. 1, 2, 3.
We'll be calling everything on each other.
Shooting in the wrong basket. 4. See, this is a tough one. I was young. Number 1. So you play typically for club teams growing up, and then London Youth Games comes about now. So all these girls that I've been playing with all year, they're now playing against me because I go to school in Hackney and I'm from Hackney. They're all from Haringey. So I'm dribble, wide open. I'm like, why am I so open? Ain't no way. Shoot the ball, miss it. Thank the Lord.
We didn't go in.
Didn't go in. Luckily.
when you're wide open.
I was wide open. I was like, why am I so open? But it's okay because you know what? We was already 30 points down. So.
Oh no.
30 points down.
Yeah, I mean, this was my club team.
In my head, I was like, because I was trying to figure out, like, oh, okay, like maybe this happened in the first quarter.
No, it was like second. It was like during the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably one of my biggest moments.
Depression.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like something I regret. That's probably something I regret the most.
Fair enough.
But that's a funny story. I want to see footage.
I'm sure there's something on YouTube.
I mean, I'm sure there's NBA players that have done it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely seen that. I was shacked in a fool.
Yeah.
Well, Andre Lockhart, like 2 seasons ago, he brought the ball in. He didn't pass it in.
Oh, he just walked in?
Yeah.
Like, he's in
okay.
practice.
All right.
Chapped it off the wall, said, yeah.
Oh my, that was so funny. I was just like, remember when I was at practice and I was like,
Yeah.
How about you, Zara?
So since it's like we're talking about the moment Kobe tore his Achilles and the Mamba mentality, I'm gonna say my biggest regret was, well, not even a regret, but moment was playing when I knew I was like super burnt out, and that led to me tearing my own Achilles. And so I knew coming into that training session, I literally said like, I'm on 0%. And so pushing myself beyond that, I just had nothing to give, and my Achilles was like bad and just popped. And going through that whole journey and everything like that was definitely surreal. Seeing that footage of him making the free throws, I'm just like, there ain't no way. Like, I don't even know how he was walking.
Like nothing.
It was insane. And so being in that space of it happening to myself, but also the hindsight of knowing exactly what happened and all the steps and stuff like that was probably the biggest moment. Like, if I just didn't do the session, if I just listened to my body, if I just got the rest that I needed, was just like those moments. So it's not a single like on the court moment, but an on the court moment with the backdrop of the previous mistakes that led up to it.
And I remember actually, I caught you at a ball out tournament. I think you were like the crutch, the crutch situation,
and the boots.
and what's it? Yeah, like I don't know if you remember, but like when you told me that was your Achilles, I told you that I'd done the same thing. And actually, as you say this, I'm sitting to myself thinking that was exactly me. I turned up to training. I'm not necessarily like the same in terms of like the shoes that I'd been wearing. I'd been saying I need to change these shoes. I need to change these shoes. And then it was an inbound ball situation, and the shoes had always been way too tight on my Achilles, and I just felt it, and like it was that, and it was like it is all of that you just think, oh, I could have avoided this.
For me, it was my shoes weren't even the problem. They're my trusty shoes. I was actually wearing Kobe 8s, which is really surreal because they're the same exact shoes that he tore his Achilles in. But it was. I knew my body was just burnt out, like a string of moments that led to that moment. But that would probably be the oops moment. But another moment with like I'm here, I made it, and glad I got back on the court, and I've been able to play since then, so I'm happy.
Definitely, well done for that, man. It's not easy.
So maybe last season we had a Euro Cup game. We were in Germany, Shequila's old team.
Oh yeah, it was my old team.
And when I tell you, this girl was like, it just changed.
Yeah, the tone.
What do you
see when Sevian was saying like this girl kept pinching her, she was doing it to me the whole game, and to the point where it's like we're on the free throw line, and she's still like she's touching me hair. See where my hand is, hair, and then I push her hand away, and then she's like, oh. And then I was like, do that again, see what will happen.
Oh no.
And then she hit me like this, and I went, boom. That was wild. And then I get subbed off, and my coach is like, what happened? And the thing is, it's like, that really could have lost us the game. So it was kind of like, no, Paige, why did you do that? But do you know what? It didn't. So I feel like it was the
right thing to do.
She ain't never do it again.
That game was real close.
Okay.
And then she was like pretending to cry, and then when she saw that it was a tech and she could shoot her free throw, she was fine. Like, she was all fine. I was like, you stupid girl. I'm getting mad.
Ready for it? No, that's crazy. Have you ever had like, those situations where like someone's pretending that they're trying to like defend your shot and they jab you at the same time?
No. What do you mean?
That was one thing that was like prevalent in Bucks, but like it's a fake block. But if you're going for the shot,
other hand,
they actually go like that in your stomach. So then you have to shoot like this to avoid it. Yeah, but it was like
I've heard about these tactics.
Yeah, and like when people are defending you, they step on the back of your foot, so you can't necessarily take off. It's really dangerous. Like some teams are really dirty. Shout out to Bangor University, you man, you're the worst.
So playoffs is on its way, and we've got like some really good matchups in the first round. Lakers made the playoffs,
of course.
so I have to get it to Sevian.
I didn't think you were gonna get it.
Run the tape.
I didn't think you were gonna get it, but I blame Gobert for going down.
No, we're here now. We're rolling. It's coming.
You know, that game was really good, the Wolves-Lakers game. Like, watching LeBron in that game, knowing how old he is, and he was, like, carrying Lakers in that game, I was like, wow. LeBron James was, like, going off. And I have to give it to him, like, respect to him. That game was good. But going into the playoffs, there's a lot of good matchups. So we've got Clippers versus Suns in the first round. So it's Kawhi versus KD, Chris Paul versus Russell Westbrook. A lot of like matchups that are exciting to see.
And I guess both teams are like a little bit newly formed.
Yeah.
So they're still,
it's like a team that has like stars versus a team that has depth. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup, and that's one that I'm looking forward to. Another one is Sacramento Kings versus Golden State Warriors.
I have not seen that.
The Kings are in the playoffs for the first time
Yeah.
since 2006, so it's going to be good to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an interesting matchup.
I also wonder if like the underdog in that could actually really come through for them, because that 16-year gap between when they've been in the playoffs, like
Yeah,
they
probably
could.
got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Now they're there, it's like kind of like.
But
let's
also
show
the
why
energy
we're there.
from their fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Different.
Game one's
Different.
going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But there's no one better to silence a crowd than Steph Curry. So even though Kings are going to go off, Steph Curry is going to silence the Kings crowd, and Steph Curry is good at doing that. So
be painful. But hopefully, at least like the first game, like that might be one that might make it a little bit like, as in they have to bring 100% energy, fans wise. So hopefully, like they know their job. Fans have to be on job at that game.
for sure. And we're all going to do the playoff bracket off camera. Who does everyone think is going to win?
The Lakers.
Oh, right. Knew it was
Really?
coming.
Yes, really. Why is this a surprise?
No, but is this different between like you support them and want them to win, or you think they're gonna win?
I think they're gonna win. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going Vegas next month.
Yeah.
I'm going to go LA for
Yeah.
the second round because the Lakers will be there.
Yeah. Amen. I hope that for you.
Love to
There you
believe.
go.
No, I do.
Vegas
Because you
has
can't
high
you can't go all
hopes.
the way
She has
there
high
and they're not in
hopes.
there. That would be crazy.
No, I'm going for
What are you
Usher,
gonna
but
do?
still.
No, you say no. That's why I meant it. But I don't hope it for the Lakers.
All right, well,
I'm
I'm saying
Lakers.
Lakers too, just
Yes.
so Sevian can take me to
Come
LA,
through,
to
come
LA.
through, come through.
No, but I believe.
Yeah, we
LeBron
believe.
James, I think he's getting on in age now. I feel like he wants another one.
He's
Yeah.
gonna deliver. He delivered on his promise to get them to the playoffs. Remember, they started off 2-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what is it? 0.3% chance to get to the playoffs.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
believed. God did.
I mean, if Lakers do win, it would be like a 6 storyline considering
Yeah.
how they started the season and are winning it.
Yeah. And it will be a great story for LeBron considering where they were when he was off as well.
Yeah.
Like, it would literally be that he was the one who brought it back.
And NBA scriptwriters have been going off this season, so if that does happen,
It's in the scripts.
it's written in the stars. But no, I personally think Celtics are going to win.
Oh,
And that's
really?
not from like a biased point of view. Last year, we can run back the tape, I said Celtics are going to the finals, and they did. This year, I think they're actually going to win it because every championship team has like 3 things. They have defense, they have a duo, like a star duo, and they've also got depth, and Celtics have all 3.
With your
So-
star duo cutting his hand, what watering the plants?
He's going to be back first game. Jaylen Brown's going to be back first game, but don't water your plants before playoffs.
There ain't no way.
That's actually
But
crazy.
yeah, no,
How does that happen?
Didn't he drop
that
the
was
vase?
crazy.
dropped
Yeah,
the-
he dropped the
vase, yeah.
bars,
Wow.
and then put his
Honestly,
hand. But yeah,
that was-
Celtics are going to win, and you can run this tape in like a few months, and I would be right.
That's right. We're putting a bet in. That's fine.
Facts on facts.
How about you?
I actually think Lakers are gonna win.
Wow.
I actually do, but I if Celtics won, I would not be mad. But I actually, honestly, just because of that,
Confusing. Her top is confusing her.
oh my gosh, it's a lovely top. But I think LeBron, AD, everyone, listen, like Lakers, their head's screwed on. So now that they're here, they're not here to just play. They're here to win. So I think, like Aiman said, it'll be a 6 story, and I think it's actually going to happen.
I think it might be the Suns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Yeah. I feel like as much as I want it to be the Bucks, like, and I do think it's also possible, but maybe this is also me thinking about Chris Paul and the fact that it really could have been his last year, and like now they have KD. I'm just sitting there thinking that actually like that to me would be the story to write. That Suns were the ones who won, and I think the Suns fans will feel like that as well. So I think maybe the underdog story might write itself for them, because actually I feel like he's not got the attention since KD joined, but he is the leader of that team, has always been and was for last year, and KD might be the person that makes them get all the way. So yeah,
And they
I'm
do
gonna
have
throw a
Devin
wild-
Booker still, so
Yeah. I'm throwing a wild
they have
card
star
out.
power. So
Yeah.
swish.
Could happen. Watch out for our playoff bracket predictions. They're going to be on our socials at More Than Ball. So WNBA draft predictions. 100%.
100%.
100%. We were
Well done,
completely
guys.
right. Gosh. That's going to be me for the playoff picks. Just
You're gonna repost that same thing.
Anyway. But yeah, what were your takes on the players?
Yeah, so definitely Indiana, they have a lot of posts. So I don't know how they're gonna like cope with a really good post coming out of the NCAA. But I am intrigued to see if she turns this team around because they haven't had much success, even with Tierra McCowan. Like they've got really good post players and they haven't really they haven't done much. So I am interested to see how it goes with her in the league. And also just to watch her play. You know, they were sagging off her. She can't really play her game properly because people weren't guarding her properly. So it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, because she's definitely going to be guarded out there, and it's just so. Don't you find it weird seeing like watching them grow?
Yeah.
And that, you do know what I mean?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
play
yeah.
against her?
Yeah. So it's so like wow, man. Good for her. Like I'm really excited. She's a hell of a player. Like I keep saying, and I think she does have the potential to bring something. She's a huge asset. So I feel like she can bring something to Indiana and change it, man.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna feed off it, and that's a story to tell. Like they're gonna change it. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah. Team to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Player to watch. Market the players. Yeah, she's
No, fair. Fair to watch. So, what do you think? Like the main thing that she will bring to the game is?
She plays really good defense, and she can finish really well around the basket. She can. Do you know what I mean? I feel like as she's out there, she's gonna improve more and more and more, and her game may change. Do you know what I mean? She might have to find different things to do, and that's what's exciting because we just don't know yet.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. I would love to see her like develop her three.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't give anyone a reason to not guard her outside there. She can shoot from like 15 feet, but 3-pointers, she don't really have that in her game. But the touch she has underneath the rim, inside of the paint, is fantastic. So it will be interesting to see that.
It's something that you will definitely develop now that you're part of a team.
Yeah.
Full-time pro life.
You got to play inside out pretty much, and she has the ability to do so. So hopefully.
Yeah, because I don't play pro. That's why.
Oh right.
Yeah, like unless I'm wearing the bronze because they give you so much height that you've just got a little bit extra confidence. But yeah, who else do you think is a player to watch?
Definitely Maddie Siegrist. Was scoring the most points in the NCAA. I feel like she'll be like a Caitlin Clark or like a Sabrina Ionescu. I feel like she'll just be fantastic to watch.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, hell of a player still.
Just the different ways she scores. Like she, there was like a percentage thing that I've seen on ESPN, and Savannah Wilkinson was actually on there. It was like the highest points in each foot on the court. So like she had taken up like 5 different sections from inside, like just outside of the free throw line, extended. But like her game is amazing.
So shooting, you think that's the thing she's bringing to the team?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to in terms of the NBA now? Now that all of these new players have been drafted, like what are you looking forward to watching?
Just how they merge into the team and seeing if like team gameplays change in a sense like how they play as a team, like seeing if that changes because new players are coming in. It's always interesting because like when NBA trades come in, it's just like, they got to change everything about the whole team. So see if there's like a different dynamic within each team. I think that'd be quite interesting.
I also think that this might be the year that we've seen, like, I don't know about you, but like watching the WNBA draft, like I felt like this was probably the year that they've put the most into it, in terms of like just all of it, like the production of it all. And I think probably off the back of March Madness and the numbers that they've been getting in terms of those, like this might really be the year that we start to see mad numbers for the WNBA.
Honestly.
And I really hope that. But like the production that they've put on for this, I felt like it was the best one I've seen so far. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, no, same. And it was like the record-breaking viewers for a women NBA draft this year. So it just shows that people are actually paying attention and like wanting to watch women's sport. And it's just about time now that these big organizations also invest in women's sport because there is an audience out there that is watching it. So
and it's also like setting the foundation for what everybody has been tuning in for with the NCAA. It's like, okay, now the next draft as well, with the players that we've just seen, is going to be something that everyone's looking forward to as well. So it's like, okay, let's start getting into the game and understanding what they're getting into from now.
Yeah. And guys, if you haven't listened to our episode, make sure that you go back and listen to episode 3 because we talk about that pipeline from NCAA to WNBA. I guess the other thing that like we've seen also is like the charter flight extension as well. I guess probably another example of them like putting more emphasis into the WNBA. What do you think about that?
No, honestly, it's good to see because it's. I think sometimes we speak a lot about the WNBA and it can move quite. They need to do this, they need to do that, you know, like respect the players. And now it's like, you know, it's a small step, but it's a step, you know, it's the fact that we're stepping in the right direction and it's just good to see.
Yeah, definitely.
For me, it's wild to think that I was in college getting private jets to games and I'm not getting paid and, you know, I'm going to these games and losing sometimes. But you've got like professional athletes that are getting on commercial flights with people, and I find that crazy to think the WNBA season is only 3-4 months, if that, and the amount of flights that they would take is nothing compared to what the NBA are, you know, flying every single game. So yes, it's a step in the right direction that we finally are getting it for the playoffs, but you know, I feel like we need to have it for the whole season.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully, again, that pipeline means that they're going to start putting more emphasis in it as well. But one thing to credit, again, I mean, it feels like we're always giving it to the NCAA, but one other thing to credit them for is that they are bringing a play-in game to Europe. That is major. Like, to think that we've been, I don't know about you guys, but trying to get NBA in London tickets when they were doing it in London before they moved it to Paris, nightmare. Did anyone ever get tickets?
I was never in the country.
1 year.
1 year, yeah.
Which one did
I
you
think
get
it
to?
was the Knicks
versus
Bucks.
Yes, I got tickets to that game, and I got snowed in Nigeria.
Snow in Nigeria.
There's a whole story as to why I booked these flights. Going to Nigeria at Christmas is expensive, so I took Turkish Airlines. Never do it. And there was a snowstorm in Turkey, and it meant that I couldn't go. I had to sell my ticket on the day. It's terrible, but yeah.
That was my first ever NBA game.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
No, not really.
Who won?
I believe the Knicks. won. But I didn't really, I wasn't paying much attention.
Oh, fair.
There wasn't really the atmosphere.
You didn't feel the same. Yeah. Oh, no, fair enough. But I guess that was probably like three years ago or so, maybe 4 years ago.
I think 4.
Yeah. Hopefully the community will look different now. But yeah, I guess like that is one of the things that, like one thing I always loved about the NBA and the idea that they're doing that for the NCAA, I just think that is so exciting. It's in Paris, where we're going.
We're better.
Guys, if you want to make sure that we get tickets, make sure we get tickets. We can do interviews, whatever you want. Just call Steph. She'll make it happen. But yeah, no, definitely. That's a game that I feel like we have to be at because it's history in the making. Yeah. We love to see it.
So now we have the Fit Check segment with our Hall of Fame board. This is a special one for the WNBA Draft. We're going to start with the commissioner because this was an interesting outfit from Kathy Engelbert. Voila.
It's giving Minecraft.
Voila!
Minecraft!
I see so many Lego pieces right now.
Not Lego pieces!
Like pixels.
I mean...
You know what? Good for her. You go, girl.
Not good for her. When I saw this, I had to like, you know when you reload your phone? Because I actually just thought that maybe it was broken. I was like, it's not loading. Yeah, I was like, her face is clear, but everything else, maybe it's just like, it's loading slowly. And then you guys printed it off, and I was like, oh, swear, that's actually what it was. Yeah. I think this has to go in bronze.
I think it's bronze.
I think she looks cute.
She needs a stylist.
Bronze.
Bronze or off the table?
Yeah, maybe, should we say off the table?
Is there
a new category?
There's a new category.
Off the table.
Bronze.
Nah.
She's off the table. Yeah, she's off the table.
She's a
Right, where would you have
might not get any work
no.
with the WNBA.
Bronze.
Oh, okay,
Let's
All right,
for the promo.
We'll see.
Bronze.
The number 1 draft pick.
Woo!
I think this is like it's been like a tradition of number one draft picks to wear white.
Really?
It's a lot of top NBA draft picks have worn white. LeBron, Candace, probably missing out someone else, but she's entered.
Yeah.
She looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
she
she
does
does.
look gorgeous.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
like her fit.
I love her hair as well.
Yeah.
I love the colour.
And I think she looks confident. Like she's not
Yeah.
uncomfortable in what she's wearing,
Yeah.
which I actually think makes the outfit look so much better. Like I think she just looks like she's owning exactly what she's wearing.
Yeah.
I want to say gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give her
Is it
gold.
gold?
I think that's fair.
There you go. Next up, we have Diamond Miller.
Hot girl.
Hot girl.
Oh, she looks lovely.
Yeah. I'm a fan of this outfit.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
colour.
I
The
like
colour
the
is
colour.
just
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
It's going lovely with her skin tone.
Yeah. And I like the confidence with it as well.
Yeah.
I would probably say
Yeah.
this is Hall of Fame, to be fair. That's me, though.
I think it's like the same level as Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, I would say gold.
I'm going to
yeah.
say gold
Okay.
standard.
Okay, fair.
Gold standard. Everyone's coming with
Confidence,
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
confidence. Good.
This should
This one. My
I think it's let it go. I think it's it can't be on the same board as this. Not on the floor.
Okay.
I was decided.
Wow.
Oh, no. Sorry, Kathy.
Okay.
You just off the
Next
table.
up,
Yeah.
we have Maddie.
Ah, I like it. It's nice.
It's cute, but it's not giving draft day.
It's not giving
Yeah.
draft
Oh,
day.
yeah.
It's
giving
nice.
legs.
It's
It's
giving
nice.
Wimbledon.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
giving Wimbledon.
It's
Yeah,
giving.
it's true. I'll give that. I'll give that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute though.
It's giving leg day.
Is- yeah.
Look day.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
leg.
her legs look beautiful,
The
man.
legs
How
look
long
good.
and
Yeah,
nice.
they look
Legs for
long.
days.
Yeah, legs for days. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's giving draft day.
To be honest, I feel like it's just as good
Just
as
as good as
theirs.
theirs?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would put in silver
Silver.
category.
Yeah, I'll say silver.
I feel like I saw a girl in Libertine dressed like that.
Oh.
Is that off the table then?
No, it's not. I don't think it's gold. I just don't think it's gold. So that's what I
Okay.
meant.
Jordan Houston.
Louis Vuitton, by the way.
Okay.
Designer.
Okay.
Oh, fancy.
Swaggy. I like the confidence. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's also another point of the look. Is the confidence with it.
Yeah, we'll make it sit together. Where are we putting it?
I think this has to be gold.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Accessories as well. Hair shades.
Her little hairstyle's a bit funny though.
Next up, we have Haley Jones.
I like this.
I like
it.
this.
I like
This
the
is
colour.
pretty.
Have you seen
Yeah.
a colour like this?
I like the colour. I like the blazer, the two-tone.
Yeah.
She even
The
had a
shoulders.
camcorder in the whole thing,
She
shooting
what?
the whole thing,
Yeah.
like her little camera,
Oh,
and she was
really?
like shooting the whole draft day, and it was like,
I
yeah.
do not agree with the shoes, though. I must say.
Oh,
Can I
what kind
have
of
a
shoes would you
little
have
pic?
went for?
I don't know what I'll put for,
I
but
like
I just I don't like the
contrast of the materials.
don't mind the
velvet
colour. I
shoulders.
just think the like I don't know if they're wedges. I can't see the
They
back
are a
of
bit
them.
like thick. heel.
Yeah, the bottom of them are really
Yeah.
giving, and then you know, like let me not talk
Can't
too
please
much. No, but you know, like the top of her shoe is like this. You know, that's those shoes that go like this.
I just feel like she's got
No.
gold.
You know them
like,
grandma
she's
shoes
got
that
gold
go like
shoes.
this? That's the grandma
Like,
shoes.
she's got
She's got one
silver.
toe.
Oh, right. So where we going, bronze?
So we were saying like she's got gold shoes on, but then she's got silver jewelry. It's a
Oh.
bit, maybe it's a bit too much,
Yeah.
but she does look beautiful.
I think
Man,
it's
she
still
needs a
gold,
stylist
but
like
it's
Still
us.
gold, yeah, but it's just the shoes.
the little things that she could have fixed. It would have been
So-
Hall of Fame.
There may be silver.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
I don't
feel that.
think this and this and on the same.
No.
No, it has to be gold.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to push these ones up. We'll see.
Push you
I
up.
don't know because next up we have Zia.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, this was
No competition.
I don't even need to say nothing.
Yeah.
That's
I don't need to
for
say
itself.
anything.
This was an outstanding outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even all the BTS is just her.
Yeah.
You know what? When I was watching this on my phone, I was like, she looks bad.
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah.
looks wicked.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I was like,
Everyone
wow.
came through to make
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Maybe everyone has to go down. because-
Yeah.
Oh, she killed it.
She did.
Oh.
Next up we have Lou.
Okay.
I think that's bronze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that
Laughing at
she's
Shaq,
not
by the
wearing
way.
heels. I do like that she's not wearing heels though. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to wear heels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's too square.
I think it's just too casual.
Yeah, it's too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly.
I think it's not draft day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So maybe
yeah.
fun.
Maybe if the trousers were a little bit more tapered
At the bottom,
at
yeah.
the bottom, the top wasn't like a straight line. Like, I think
Yeah.
all of those things would give it a little bit more character. But yeah, it's looking like I went to pick up my kids
oh no.
Yeah.
from
I need
dear.
some
after
colour.
work.
There's
Not in
literally
a
no
weird way,
colour
like,
in that
yeah, I
picture.
went to work.
What did you say, sorry?
I said I need some colour in that picture. 'cause
Yeah.
It's just too neutral.
Unfortunately. Next up we have Stephanie. Another all white look.
Another all white look.
Wasn't there some like context to this look?
Yeah, I kind of like it, but she is I think 6'6" or 6'7", and she said she had never wore heels before, so she went for flats. But I like it because they're still kind of cute shoes, and she said it was like last minute, the outfit. So I think what they pulled together is amazing, and the pants fit her all the way down, and that's an important thing for
When you're
tall
6'6".
females.
Especially for tall ladies.
definitely.
So honestly, I would put her a bit high.
Silver.
Yeah.
Give it a silver.
Silver, yeah.
Yeah, agree.
She looks nice.
Ashleigh.
Given school teacher.
Is that
Yeah,
somebody's-
that's exactly it. It's giving school teacher.
She looks really happy though.
Pass it to me. And what colour did shoes? Sorry.
I wouldn't go with
Are they
that
blue?
shoe
The teal.
option.
I wouldn't. I think the dress option as well. I wouldn't go.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
Bronze.
bronze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bria.
Ooh.
I really like this.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
I
I
love
like the
this.
top and the shoe. I like the fit of
Styled
the
it very
jacket.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a sexy outfit. I think that's Hall of Fame.
I think that's
Same.
what
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Up here in the Hall of Fame. And lastly, we have Alexis Morris.
Champion.
I love this.
Let's see.
Yeah.
The bag, the sunglasses.
This is very
Confidence.
confident.
I like this
Yeah.
picture though.
Yeah,
She
because
is.
Because it's her.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
she
She ain't trying to
is.
be no one but
Ready.
herself.
She said, "I made it."
Yeah, honestly,
made
I
it.
can do what I want.
Yeah.
That's very nice. But I'm going to have to say gold.
You're saying gold?
Yeah, I don't think Hall of Fame. I think, but she's
It's gold. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like the
It's
theme.
gold, yeah.
very solid. Very,
Yeah.
very solid. I think we had very solid looks for the
Yeah.
WNBA draft.
Yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
definitely.
well done, ladies.
And I think confidence is definitely the theme of all of these gold outfits. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love to see the character shine through in these.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The
shout out
Hall
to-
of Fame came through.
yes.
Zaya and Brie are our Hall of Famers this week.
It's challenge time, and we were challenged to a 1v1 where we had to choose non-3-point shooters to see who would sink the most threes. First basket wins.
The Battle of the Ringless.
Steph, that was
Ah.
rude.
Is there shot clock?
Gosh,
Time. There's space.
E. That was
not E.
Ooh.
I thought you said only threes.
That was
Oh, yeah.
a long two.
I feel like it's actually just easier if we just.
You
Ooh,
picked
could be.
Westbrook and decided to shoot threes.
This is so funny.
I said entertainment purposes. Gotta keep it entertaining.
Ah,
Yes. No.
What are we watching here?
Bricks. We're building a mansion.
is there even any point in playing defense? Because I feel like it's hard enough.
Yes, of course there is.
Oh wow, could be.
Never mind.
Get the rebound.
Nah.
To be honest, I might finish 0-0. Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
I apologise to all our viewers.
I actually thought I had the ball, and I'm so sorry.
That's in.
Oh nah.
That was
No,
a
but
long
it's
two.
That was
Westbrook.
definitely because of the defense.
Sorry.
Could have been, man.
What are you not doing?
Sure.
Oh!
Oh, but it's Westbrook. It's like that.
It has to be
Wait,
basically
can
perfect.
Chris Paul not shoot? What's going on here?
He's mid-range king.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh, I think
That's in.
Oh, mate.
Nice.
Oh,
That's an air ball.
Wow. That's rude. That's actually rude that they did that to him.
I'm even cold. They said ice cold.
Oof,
Another
that was
one. I
bad.
don't think I can watch this.
I know. I feel like Sevian
Do you feel
needs to
like
try.
I feel like this is more about
Oh.
Seven had a lot.
Seven has a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
to
it's
say.
them. You should play right now.
I would not. This is not.
All right,
this is not
next
my
basket
candidate.
wins.
oh,
Yes.
mate. This is actually
All right,
impossible.
one bus.
Because now we're cold as well. Yeah,
Push your
yeah.
coat. All
Yeah.
right.
Why don't you?
First to one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're
That's
done.
wild. Ola, what's going on?
I don't want to talk about it. Man.
Wait, is this? I was about to say that's a two points, but it's.
But I was like, there's no point in us playing defense because we should just keep alternating.
Super saying that.
Yeah, it's fine. I lost, guys. It's okay. I'm coming back.
That was a fun
The way you did
challenge.
that, yeah.
What
Yeah.
challenge can we do next?
Guys, pick the challenge.
Yeah.
What are we doing next? Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. It's been episode 4. Make sure if you haven't listened back to our other episodes, you do. They're available on Spotify. And make sure you're following our socials at More and Ball. Shout out to Nay Saga for making this possible. Shout out to NBA 2K. Games are coming soon. And Jordan as well on the fits. Show me your fits. It's been More Than Ball. Thank you.